Hey, it's Quadix here. Today we will be doing What If Naruto Got Banished from the Village After Sasuke Left Part 7. Please leave a like and comment down below. I'll respond to all the comments, and while you're down there, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button. When this video hits 10 comments from 10 different accounts and 20 likes, I'll drop the next part. Let's get into it. Roll the intro.
Baby, I don't understand it. You changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. And the way I feel, can't stand it. Baby, I don't understand it. You changing, I can't stand it. My heart can't take this damage. And the way I feel, can't stand it. Baby, I don't understand it.
Naruto and Yumi were walking down the street. Since the sun was setting, they decided to head back to the hotel. Naruto heard a woman's voice calling his name, and Yumi turned around to see a brunette with clouds over her private areas. Naruto just smiled. Yumi was furious at the woman, until she transformed into a teenage boy with the standard uniform of a leaf jonin. Naruto Nissan, that was a smoker of a jutsu, eh? The teen stated. Naruto just smiled. Konohamaru, I'm not a kid anymore, so I forbid you to use that ridiculous jutsu. Yumi was thinking to herself, that is a pathetic ninja technique if I've ever seen one. It's appealing to all women. That's something a pervert would use and enjoy. Good thing my Naruto isn't the category of the former or the latter. She was pleased with her husband to be. Naruto pumped his fist and screamed, now let me show you the ultimate sexy jutsu ever created to man. Realizing what Naruto had said, Yumi responded with a slap to the back of his head. Baka, if I ever catch you doing that something as ridiculous as that, you can forget about ever touching me again. Naruto recovered from the smack. He then greeted Konohamaru. Hey Konohamaru, how's it hanging? Pretty good, bro. I heard you were doing a mission together tomorrow. It's gonna be wicked awesome to work with you, bro. I know you have tons of kick-ass jutsu, Konohamaru said with excitement. Yeah, I know a lot of jutsus. Maybe I can show you one, Naruto said. Yumi glared at him. It better not be that one you were talking about earlier, or else. Naruto put his hand up in defense. No, 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 it's something different completely. Konohamaru spoke up. Hey bro, who's the hot chick? Is she your... Konohamaru showed Naruto his pinky. Grinning from the ear to ear, Naruto replied, Yup, I did pretty well for myself, don't you think? What about you, Konohamaru? Do you have a special girl? Well, I like Hyuga Hanabi, but I don't think she likes anyone. She acts as if she's too good to socialize with me, but for some reason I like her. Konohamaru confessed his feeling towards the Hyuga heir to Naruto. Don't worry, Konohamaru. Most Hyugas are snobs. If you can't convince her to see how great you are, then it's her loss. Naruto gave his opinion. Naruto and Konohamaru were smiling. Both of their ninja senses kicked in. They quickly turned to the right to see 5 kunai coming in their direction. Naruto grabbed Yumi before she knew what was going on and flipped out of the way. Konohamaru sensed the kunai and flipped out of the way. Naruto landed a foot away from where the kunai was embedded into the floor. He looked at the direction where the kunai came from. On the roof stood a man with a jonin vest, black sweats with shins, bandages, and a black long-sleeved shirt. On the arm of his shirt was the symbol of the Uchiha clan. Naruto narrowed his eyes at recognizing at who it was. In an angry tone, he decided to speak. Uchiha Sasuke. Sasuke flipped off the roof and landed in front of Naruto. He sported his infamous smirk. You're as slow as ever, dope. Naruto basically growled his next comment. What do you want, Sasuke? Yumi was looking at Sasuke. Naruto had told her about Sasuke and how they fought at this place called the Valley of the End, but he never told her the details of the battle. All he knew was that he lost. Just came to check if the rumors were true, Sasuke answered. Those rumors would be that you were back in town. I also heard that you beat Kakashi, Guy, Kurenai, and Asuma. Not bad, dope, the Uchiha replied. Naruto was wearing a smirk. A lot has changed. No offense, but you're not even a match for me, Sasuke-chan. Sasuke's eyes narrowed. He was pissed. Naruto knew the barb would anger Sasuke. That's exactly what he wanted. Sasuke, calm down. Your girlfriend is very attractive. Getting her is probably the only thing you did right, though. Naruto was getting pissed. He knew that Sasuke was doing this because he was doing the same thing. I never knew you liked girls, Sasuke-chan. I mean, you always rejected your fangirls. I always thought you played for the other team. Konohamaru and Yumi could feel the tension between the two. They knew that the two were about to explode. Yumi decided to grab Naruto's arm and drag him to the hotel. Naruto, let's go. Naruto nodded and decided to walk off. Sasuke spoke, getting saved by a girl. That's what I expected of you, dope. Naruto stopped immediately. He was not officially pissed. He was not going to let this slide. He turned to face Sasuke against Yumi's protest. You know, Sasuke, I don't like fighting with words. I'd rather use my fists. Sasuke smirked. He had gotten what he wanted. There's a training ground about a mile from here. We could do a lot of talking there if you'd like. Sasuke pointed at Yumi. Bring her too. I want her to see you when I kick your ass. He then proved away to the training ground. Naruto looked at Konohamaru, who was next to him. Protect her when we get to the training ground. Konohamaru was worried for Naruto. He knew that Sasuke was probably the strongest ninja in the village. Naruto-Nisan, I don't think you should fight Sasuke. And why shouldn't I? Naruto asked. Because he's going to be a Rokudaime Hokage, the teen stated. Naruto became even angrier for the revelation. He just kept thinking about how it was unfair that Sasuke got everything. He had to work hard to get anything, and everything seems to just fall into Sasuke's lap. Sasuke was number one in class. Sasuke had the affection of the girl he once cared deeply for. Sasuke was personally trained by the Jonin instruction while he was left to rot. Now it seems that Sasuke was going to live the dream which he wished deep down he could live. It was so unfair. He looked at Konohamaru. Well, I guess you will get to see that my power is on the level of a Kage. Meet me there. Naruto moved to the training ground 7. Sasuke was standing in the middle of the clearing. Naruto and Sasuke were staring at each other intensely. The power that was radiating off them was similar to when Orochimaru and Sasuke were fighting. They just stood there looking at each other for over 2 minutes. Konohamaru had arrived with Yumi. They were a distance away. Kakashi and those who were at the barbecue shack had felt the immense power and came to check it out. They all landed next to Konohamaru. The Anbu squad came when they felt Sasuke and an unfamiliar power. They surrounded Naruto. Sasuke spoke to the Anbu squad. Stand down. A man with a bear mask spoke. Sasuke-sama, we have a duty to take anyone who acts against the shinobi of the league. I said stand down. Don't get involved no matter what happens. He said this while looking at Naruto the whole time. The Anbu squad decided to watch the fight. Tsunade and Jiraiya walked up next to the small group that consisted of ninjas. What is going on here? Tsunade asked. Naruto Nisan is about to kick Sasuke's ass, Konohamaru replied. Hanabi, who was training with Hinata, had felt the power that came from them earlier. Her and Hinata had arrived in time to hear Konohamaru's proclamation. She decided to comment on what she thought to be a ridiculous comment. You really are a fool, monkey boy. Naruto can't beat Sasuke-sama. He's going to be the Rokudaime. No way he loses to him. Naruto looked to his left to see a lot of ninja looking at him and Sasuke. He saw Konohamaru with Yumi. She was the only person he was looking for. However, he saw the one person that had broken his heart 6 years ago. His eyes narrowed when she came next to Tsunade. The pink-haired Kunoichi, known as Sakura, has not changed a bit. She got a little taller, and her wardrobe now consisted of a red top, a beige skirt with black shorts under black knee-high sandals. Naruto just smiled. This was the perfect opportunity to beat Sasuke in front of Kakashi, Sakura, and everyone else. He turned back to Sasuke and was smiling. Sasuke was curious. What are you smiling about, Dobe? Just smiling at how I'm gonna show everyone how weak you really are. Sasuke. Sasuke's eyes. This is so stupid. Sasuke's Sasuke's eyes narrowed at the statement. Naruto calling Sasuke-chan was one thing, but saying that he was a fat but but saying he was a fag boy was over the line. He shifted into a fighting stance. Then show me. With pleasure. Oh, sorry. Naruto and Sasuke formed hand seals faster than anyone could follow, and they both yelled, Katen, Raika no Jutsu. A big dragon flew from both their mouths. Both dragons collided and canceled each other out. No one could see what happens after that duo due to the dirt blocking their vision. Tsunade was about to step Tsunade was about to stop their battle when Jiraiya grabbed her. Don't get involved. They have some unresolved issues that they need to settle. Just sit back and watch the fight. I guarantee that you won't see a fight like this ever again. Sakura was looking, trying to see what has happened. Neji saw her worry, so he decided to tell her what was happening. They're engaging in taijutsu match. Neither one is getting the upper hand. When the dust cleared, everyone saw both fighters blocking the other's punches and kicks. Sasuke did a roundhouse kick that sent Naruto into a nearby tree. Everyone was looking on in amazement. Naruto rubbed his jaw. Damn, he's good. I didn't want to do this, but I guess I have no choice. Naruto walked back to the clearing where Sasuke stood in his fighting stance. That was a nice kick, but let's stop playing with each other. How about... Whoa, 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 whoa. How about you take off your weights and I take off mine, so we can pick up where we left off 6 years ago, Naruto commented. Sasuke spoke in a mocking tone. You sure that's what you want? When I take off my weights, this fight is gonna be more or less over. Just take them off already, Naruto said in a bored tone. Both warriors took off their weights. Sasuke took off his wrist, ankle, and waist weights, which were all weighted. Naruto took off the weight tag that was on his shoes. He also took off the ones that were under his wristbands, as well as the ones that were under his shirt and his pants. Naruto was ready. Both warriors blurred out of everyone's sight. Kakashi was stunned. Both warriors blurred out of everyone's sight.